Hey guys, we are going to talk about the Character Perspective Letter 2 assignment. And before we look at the requirements of the assignment itself, I want to explain why it says option 1. So you have an option of doing either Character Perspective Letter 2 or taking your final vocabulary quiz. They are each worth 30 points, and you can do one or the other. If you choose to do both, I will let you earn up to 15 points of extra credit. So if you're looking to raise your achievement or you just want to see how high you can go, by all means, do both of them. You can take the quiz and not lose anything in the process while also doing this. But just know that those are both opportunities for you. So we're going to look at the Character Perspective 2 assignment. This is the same as Character Perspective 1 in that from your character's point of view, whichever character you chose for the first one, you're going to do again for this one. You have four options basically on which events that you discuss, but they have to occur in chapter 7 through 12. So you can either do the rumble between the greasers and the Socs. You can address kind of Dally's final actions, and I'm being vague here because you may not have finished the book at this point. You can address Johnny's letter to Ponyboy at the end of the book, or you can do an event of your choosing. It has to occur in chapter 7 through 12, and you want to email with me and confirm in advance before you do this. So let's look at the sample letter itself. Okay, so here I'm going back, and you'll recall from the first one that I was 2-bit, so I'm going to be 2-bit again. Um, and in this letter, and let's look on the left side, there are some things that we need to do here. One, you need to introduce yourself in character, and then you want to update the reader on what your character, has been doing leading up to the event that you're going to talk about in the next paragraph. So cite specific examples from the text. In paragraph 2, again, your topic sentence should reference the story you're going to tell. You want to provide background information on the topic or the story that you're telling. And then you want to retell the event in detail as your character would see it. Okay. In paragraph 3, you offer commentary. So let's look at what I did here. So I start and I've got the date and I've got a salutation. Remember, I'm 2-bit, so I'm still doing this Hiya Newman thing. A couple of you guys copied the Newman and you're not 2-bit. You want to be original with your character. Okay. So here it is. I reintroduced myself. 2-bit here. Remember me? You should, since I think I've taken your class 3 years in a row at this point. Remember, he's still a junior in high school and he's like the oldest one in school. Okay. So now I need to update the reader on what I've been doing. So here it is. For once, I'm feeling like school's a bit of a safe spot. It sure seems like the world has gotten crazy around me lately. You see, these two other boys who have been part of our gang, well, it's not really a gang, but anyhow, they got themselves in some trouble. So I'm referencing, what happened with Johnny and Ponyboy earlier in the book. I think they didn't do anything wrong, but they ran away and then nearly got themselves killed. In the process, one of them got hurt real bad. He's in the hospital. I don't know if he's going to make it. For me, I've been real torn up about all the violence out there. I'm sick of some people acting like they're better than others just because they might drive fancy cars or wear Madras shirts or something. Just because I'm poor doesn't mean I'm good for nothing. And guys, here you're going to see that, like in words like this, that's a contraction, so it would be doesn't, and I've taken out the T. So the apostrophe takes the place of the missing letters after that. And I'm doing this to try to talk in slang. Now, there are a number of you who had misspelled, like a lot of misspelled words in your first letter, and it didn't really seem like you were trying to do this. So it's okay if, for example, Acton is underlined here with blue because I've deliberately put that apostrophe there. Now, if you just spell acting wrong, yeah, I'm going to take off some points for that. So just be mindful of that. If you're trying to do something in slang and you want to take out a letter, make sure that you put the apostrophe in. Okay, so paragraph 2. Now, in this one, I'm going to talk about, for the purpose of this letter, I'm going to preview what's going to happen. And I'm not giving too much detail. Again, I don't want to give it away for those of you who haven't read. So I'm previewing kind of what's going to happen in the lot. So he says, anyway, I think me and the Greasers will finally have a chance to earn some respect. And now I need to provide some background. See, there's this territory line between the east side and the west side, and if you cross it at the wrong time, you're bound to get up with a fist on the side of your head or worse. Ever since one of them got killed and our friends got hurt, it's just gotten worse. but now we have a chance to do something about it tonight. Okay, so it's like he's talking the night of the or the day of the Rumble. You see, and now here's the event. We're meeting at an empty lot to fight it out for good. If we win, they stay out of our side for good. Everyone's going to be there. I can't hardly wait. Now, in yours, you're going to have more detail here because you are telling the story as if it already happened. I am modeling it here as a way for you to start. Now, the key part is paragraph 3, and some of you left this out in your first letter. So here, this is where your character reflects on what has happened. I know that I'm the funny one, but this stuff sure ain't fun. I'm seeing my friends get hurt, damn nearly killed, and I'm wondering what it's all for. Sometimes I think that even if we do beat them Socs, it ain't gonna change nothing. I don't think like that, but sometimes I can't help myself. See you around. 2-bit. Okay. So same deal here, guys. You want to make sure that you act in character so that you write within the character of who you're talking about. If you're Cherry, you probably want to use pretty good grammar, right? She's a Soc. She's like class president. I don't know if she is or not, but she's a really strong student. If you're Pony Boy, you're somewhere in between. If you want to get a little bit rougher, if you're Derry, that's okay. Or Dally. But it's up to you. Okay. So do good work. Turn this in and send me an email if you have any questions.